Hey, it's Photography Banzai here today with the Canon EOS M50 and the 11 to 22mm lens. I was doing something else today, but having my gear with me, so it seemed like a good opportunity to use it while I'm out. It's a little cooler today, but still really nice. It's a sock. It is a sock. Usually use this lens for video stuff, but it's nice to take it out for photos as well. Although I didn't bring a strap today, which isn't great. It's got a decent grip on it for a small camera. Although I bought the Z5, it's not like I'm going to stop using the M50s for photos, because they are decent for that. When there's situations I want to use a smaller camera, I'll use the smaller camera, but it is nice having a larger one as well. Nice easy snapshots at 11mm. Wide-angle lenses and ultra-telephoto lenses can get pretty pricey, so in this case 11 to 22 doesn't have an amazing aperture range, but image quality seems good and it's fun to use. You can get an idea of what it looks like at 11 and 22. Nice thing about this lens is that you can get pretty close to subjects at wide angle, and that gives you an interesting look. You don't always need to micromanage your settings. If you're happy with just a general exposure, you're shooting raw especially, you can just try to focus more on the composition rather than messing with settings. Really like using the foreground with that wide angle. These grasses really glow in the sun. Get in there with a wide angle and get some interesting photos out of it. Oil coming through this area, there's pipes underground, are making this water bubble. In this situation, having a polarizer would be nice, but don't have one on hand. I like the glow through this area. Just have to time it right. But I don't like that little post that indicates the pipes underground. Right now I'm using the GoPro. I've had issues with it, if you might have seen the video about it. It's just corrupting files occasionally. It's not to say it doesn't work at all, because it does. I've used it for over a year. Some nice flowers, little patches of sun here and there. With the EFM system moving forward, it's so hard to tell what Canon's going to do or anything. The M6 Mark II is, I'm sure, nice. I haven't used it personally, but people say that it's got quick autofocus. It is transformable, so you can put a viewfinder on there. For me, one specific feature that I mentioned previously with the 30-minute clip cap on videos, if it didn't have that limiter, I think I would have considered that a lot more than now, especially at the current price. Not to say that I won't get it eventually, depending on how the EFM system goes in the future. It really depends on what you want. If you want a larger camera, you want more functionality, don't expect it to show up in EFM outside of what the M6 Mark II has in it already. Shooting through these trees when the sun is glowing into them is really nice. Use whatever camera you feel comfortable with, whatever you feel motivated to take out and actually use. So in this case, M50 today. I've been using the two EFM bodies for a long time. They've been working well, no technical issues. Even though they're a cheaper camera, they seem functional enough and long-lasting enough, at least for what I've been using, which actually quite a bit. A lot of video, photos, different conditions. I've taken them out in like misty conditions, snow, of course with like a baggie over it and stuff, which I think that might have been the M5, but this one too has been in some cold conditions. Here we go. I'm not using a lapel microphone today, just the GoPro with the media mod. It sounded pretty decent in some of the other clips, but there is some wind today, which always is a problem for audio. Got some nice reflections here. All right, I think that's good. Nice, enjoyable photo walk with the Canon EOS M50 11 to 22mm lens. Good combination, fun lens to use with that ultra wide plus close focusing ability. Scarf W Banzai. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and the applause feature. All that helps out a lot. See ya.